Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Michael for Ford Truck Enthusiasts, and today we are out in the beautiful Angeles Crest National Forest to test out the brand new 2021 Ford Bronco 4-door base Sasquatch with the 2.3 liter engine. Diving into our particular Bronco loaner, this is a 4-door base in antimatter blue with cloth gray and black seats. Under the hood, you're going to find a 2.3 liter inline 4 turbocharged engine. That is the 2.3 EcoBoost. That's in the Ranger, it's in the Mustang, and in this configuration, it's making 300 horsepower and 325 foot-pounds of torque. The optional engine for this particular truck is the 2.7 liter twin turbocharged V6, and that will give you 330 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. The big package on this particular truck is the Sasquatch Package, which we're going to get into in full in just a sec, but that's $4,995. The modular front bumper, which is super neat. All the screws on this thing have little Bronco logos. I mean, you can take this whole thing apart, like even the fenders come off. Really neat application, and the bumper is $825. The hard top molded in color top, which folks are having a little bit of a challenge getting right now, unfortunately. But this hard top is $695. And if you want to add the sound deadening headliners to go with that, that's another $495. The storage bags to hold your top and the front doors is $350. And you've got the keyless entry pad on the driver's side door, which is $110. So altogether, with destination and delivery, our loaner is $42,960. So what exactly is the Sasquatch Package? $4,995. It's basically the biggest option you can get on any Bronco where it's not included like it is with the Wild Track and the first edition. But basically the big feature is going to be these 17-inch wheels that are beadlock capable, matched to 35-inch Goodyear tires. Now what's really funny about these particular tires is that on every other brand where you buy them, they say Goodyear Wrangler, but Ford made sure that the word Wrangler was not on their Bronco. But they're mud terrain tires, 315 wide, very good tires for off-roading, and not too bad, not too noisy on the highway. We'll talk about that in a little bit. You're also going to get specific Bilstein shocks. You're going to get front and rear locking differentials, a 4/7 final gear ratio, and of course the last thing is the wider plastic fender flares, which are whatever, because they got to be DOT legal to drive on the highway to cover these big fat tires. But basically this is the big time off-roading package, and what's great about it is that if you do this package, you don't have to recalibrate your speedometer. You don't have to worry about your suspension geometry. You don't have to get in alignment. This is all from the factory, and it's all warranted, all so that you can go out and have some weekend fun with your family, friends. All right, off-roading in the Bronco Sasquatch with the 2.3. We're up above the Bouquet Reservoir on these fire trails. And there's campgrounds and everything like that. And this is an absolute piece of cake for the Sasquatch. So easy. We just went up some pretty gnarly hill, put it into 4 low, locked the front and rear diff, and we were hitting 24, 25 degrees vertical going up. You know, you could hear the turbos going, you could hear the engine working, but these Wrangler tires, totally grippy. Whoa.
We got that.
Holy smokes. And I wouldn't say it struggled at all, would you, Kev? No struggle at all. Just big hills, big rocks. Damn, bro, this thing, okay, that's a big rock. 22 degrees, 24 degrees. Well, for me at least. I'm sure folks that have gone to Moab and so forth hit it harder, but now we're on just a regular dirt road and we are flying up this. I know a lot of people are disappointed that the Bronco is not a full size. It's not based on the F-150, but honestly, having come up on this exact same location with an F-150, I can tell you that the shorter wheelbase and the less weight versus a full size truck is a benefit, and even this having this lighter engine and so forth. Again, I would still get the 2.7. I think that's going to be the better engine overall, more torque, a little bit more pickup, etc., etc. But the 2.3 is doing fine. It's not really having any troubles. And so, yeah, here, let's check this guy out. This shouldn't be that bad. Oh yeah, this is super easy. I'm in 4 high still. Front is not locked. And we're just cruising, man. Absolutely cruising. I'm really impressed with the handling of this off-road. Very smooth, very capable, tons of traction with these Goodyear, definitely not Wrangler tires. Wink. Awesome. So good. So good. Here's a rock shelf that I'm gonna power over. Not even sweating. Not even sweating, Kev. Oh man, this is so good. This is so much fun. The only thing we'd be better is that if we had the doors off and the top off and everything, but that is the one thing I will say about that capability, right? Is that, so we've come up here, we came to the trail. By the time we got to the bottom of the trail, the truck was already dirty. Yeah. So if you were concerned about things like keeping the paint quality on your doors and that sort of stuff, you know, it's gonna be a little, I would recommend leaving the doors at home before going on a trip, but that obviously would make it harder for us in this situation because we had to drive an hour and a half, and so we wouldn't necessarily wanna do that. All right, let's see, we're at 4 high. Let's see how this does. Not locked diffs. All right, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Got a lot of power from the back, 17 degrees. Obviously very smart Ford engineers tuned this thing to be great at what it does. And it is performing as promised, and this Sasquatch package is the real deal. Okay guys, let's talk about driving the Bronco Base Sasquatch on the regular road. We're a little bit above 40 miles an hour, so you can probably hear some of the tire noise and a little bit of the wind noise. Overall though, the most, you know, the fact that this is an off-roading vehicle, the fact that it's got these Goodyear, definitely not Wrangler tires, wink, it is gonna contribute to some tire noise. I've heard worse tires, but it's definitely louder than the kind of the standard tires that you're gonna get on an F-150 or kind of the lesser model tires available, the, you know, the 31s to 33s that are available with the other Broncos. So a little bit of noise from the roof as well, but not terribly bad. It's obviously not luxury car quiet, but for a truck, for a big flat pancake rolling down the road, I think it does pretty good. And it's not anything that you wouldn't be able to have a normal conversation or just listen to the radio at normal volume. Diving into odd road handling, we got a little corner coming up here. I'm actually really impressed. Oh hey look, that moment when randomly passing a Jeep Wrangler on the street is actually a metaphor for the content of your review, aka the Bronco is much better to drive on roads. A lot of Fords, particularly the F-150s, which is obviously taller and heavier, but a lot of the F-150s and even some of the Expeditions, they get a lot of big time body roll, and this has a really, really nice suspension on the road and off. I'm gonna go over some railroad tracks here. I made soaks up the bump. I was able to hit speed bumps on local roads about 30 miles an hour, and it just glides right over them. This is a really terrific suspension. I think Ford made the right choice in going to a independent front suspension. I think it makes the on-road driving characteristics excellent, and from my experience, again, I haven't done the, you know, the Moab super deep ruts, you know, super vertical climbs or what have you, but I didn't think it hindered the off-road experience either. You know, it's a pretty simple to review this thing on road. It's smooth and does a nice job driving, and it's surprisingly tight for something this tall and with these types of tires. So it's a really great combination, and I love the suspension. And the last thing that I want to talk about is fuel economy. So obviously when you have the smaller engine, turbocharged, and you're going up-road, off-road, over rocks, doing 0 to 60 testing like we did, which, by the way, I got it to about 7.13 seconds. I'll put that up on the screen. But it's a low 7-second 0 to 60 as equipped here. What's interesting is that the truck, you take off the doors and the roof components, the hardtop roof, and you're gonna lose about 317 pounds according to Ford. And that, boy, oh boy, I didn't do the 0 to 60 test with that, but it was definitely lighter, sprightlier, handled a lot better, and accelerated what felt like butt dyno a little bit quicker. Bump. Oh, so smooth, so good, you guys. Okay, and so my big takeaway from the mileage is that with this particular configuration, it's set up to do its best in kind of the 10 mile an hour to 40 mile an hour range. And so yesterday, we were on the highway in traffic doing that 10 to 40 mile an hour range, and we got up to 21 mpg, which was really good. Then the moment we brought it up to 60, 70, 80 miles an hour on the highway, open highway, it started dropping back down into the 15, 16 range. And then as we were climbing up very steep mountain trails, it dropped down into the, the 12. And then as we got back here yesterday after some more highway driving, the computer says 14.4 total. But by the way, FYI, for context, when I'm doing Mustang reviews with the 5 liter, 5.2 liter Voodoo, I get much, much, much fewer MPGs, more in kind of the 7 to 11 range. So doing all sorts of different adventures and getting 14.4 is pretty good, I would say. I think this truck will be best at kind of just commuting around town as configured, kind of get above 20. But don't buy this if you want to save mileage. There we have it, folks, the 2021 Ford Bronco 4-door base with the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine, the 10-speed automatic transmission, and of course, the Sasquatch package. What do you guys think about the Bronco overall? What do you think of the Sasquatch package? Have you ordered one? Do you have one to order? Are you a Jeep person that hates the idea of Broncos? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below and in our forum thread, which I'm going to put on Ford Truck Enthusiasts. Links to all those things will be down in the description below. So bottom line, the 2021 Bronco base with the Sasquatch is an amazing value. I really, really like how it's just simple, utilitarian. You don't have to worry about fancy features or leather or creature comforts. I think this is a really strong contender for the one that I would want to purchase. That being said, I do want the larger engine and all that sort of stuff. And gosh, I think it would be even cool if they made an electric version of this, just because I really liked my ride along in the F-150 Lightning. Kudos to Ford. Thank you again for the loan. I think you really hit it out of park. I think this delivers on all of the promises, except for the fact that they haven't been able to deliver as many as they would like to and as the customers would like to. But if you can get a Bronco, this thing is the real deal. It lives up to the hype. I'm super impressed. And look, I did not understand Jeep folks before I got this loan, but of the off-road packages that Ford currently offers, I think this one is the best value and best performance, mid-size, frame, beefy tires, really, really capable, really impressive. But I'm blown away. I'm big fan of this, and I'm mostly a sports car guy, muscle car guy, that sort of stuff. I'm not a super off-roader, and this is, how could you not want to spend your day doing this? So awesome job, Ford. Thank you again for the loan, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.